I'm coming in.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Pascack Hills Girls Soccer Senior Day. Today, the Broncos will take on Fort Lee, but first, let's honor our senior players. First of all, number 5, Amelie Rocco. Amelie is being met at midfield by her parents Erica and Dominic. Whether she's at center mid or out wide, she brings unmatched intensity, fighting for every ball and never backing down. Her distribution is flawless, spreading passes that open up the field and create so many opportunities. Amelie plays with pure heart and unstoppable drive. She's scored numerous goals, always finding a way to finish with precision. She is a true leader and someone who we all aspire to be like as a senior. Her positivity, laughs, and contagious smile will be missed on the field next year. At senior, number 5, Amelie Rocco. Next up, number 14, Asia Crandall. Asia is being met by her parents, Natasha and Pete. Even if she doesn't always get to practice right on time, Asia brings unmatched dominance and energy to the field as our stopper. There is never a dull moment with her as she puts a smile on everyone's face. She dribbles the ball up so effortlessly, weaving through anyone and distributes the ball incredibly. Asia is a major asset to our team as she tirelessly goes after every ball. She's the type of teammate that lifts everyone up no matter the score. Thank you for the constant laughs and unforgettable memories. We will miss you beyond next season. At senior number 14, Asia Crandall. And now, number 18, Kate Glass. Kate is being met at midfield by her parents Jennifer Wolgamuth and Brian Glass. As our center defensive mid, Kate is first to every 50-50 ball and has an incredible first touch, whether it's heading or settling the ball. She always gives 100% on the field and weaves through every team's midfield. She's the kind of player who sees the whole game, distributing the ball with precision and setting up the perfect plays. Kate is driven and endlessly dedicated. She is someone everyone on the team can rely on and truly someone to look up to. Her positive energy will be extremely missed on the field next season. At senior, number 18, Kate Glass. Last but certainly not least, number 30, Ava DeReese. Ava is being met at midfield by her parents Carolyn and Jason and her brother Ethan. Ava is an incredible leader and is constantly supporting her teammates on and off the field. She is truly the heartbeat of our defense. She is lightning fast, being the first to every ball and impossible to get past. She's a constant source of confidence, uplifting everyone with her energy, encouragement, and unwavering positivity. You never have to worry when Ava's on the field. She's dedicated so much to the team, sprinting every game to every ball. We couldn't have asked for a better sweeper. Thank you for everything you have done for us. You'll be missed more than words can't say. That's senior, number 30, Ava DeReese. And one last round of applause to all of our Pascack Hills girls soccer seniors.
So we are ready to go on this first Monday of November. Final soccer game for us this season between Pascack Hills and Fort Lee. Senior night for the Broncos. They were supposed to play on Thursday. That got changed because of weather, and so we have a very tight doubleheader today because we're going to volleyball state game that's set to start at 7 o'clock right after this. Hills comes in 4-10-1 on their season. They finished fifth of the 6 teams in the Big North Patriot. Ramsey, of course, the dominant force there, went to the county final against Immaculate Heart, and they'll be the number 1 seed in North 1 Group 2. But Hills is a playoff team. They're 14th in North 1 Group 1, so their first round game will be a tough one at number 3 Cresskill. Only 2 losses on the year. They come in on Wednesday. They'll play at Cresskill. If they win that, then they'll have a second round game. If they pull the upset, it'll be either at Kinnelon or at Emerson. Fort Lee coming in at 5-10. They're also a playoff team. They'll be the 16th and last team in North 1 Group 3. They'll be at the Morris County Titans of Randolph. The number 1 seed over there went to the Morris County final against Chatham, and so far 18-2 on their season. They're 2-3, Fort Lee, and coming in on a 2-game losing streak, including a mercy to 10-9 Paramus. Thank you for joining us here on PH Athletics. Matt Merlino with you. Senior night, the 4 seniors that were celebrating for the Broncos. One just got a shot off there. That was Amelie Rocco. We're also celebrating Asia Crandall, Kate Glass, and Ava DeReese. Very good defender. DeReese, the head coach for Hills, Anthony Alaprantis, finishing out his 5th year with the team, just over 500 on his record. Ian Oates is in his first year as the head coach of Fort Lee. He was an assistant to start his career at Fort Lee for 1 year back in 2014. Then he went to Weehawken. He was an assistant for 7 years. Last 4 years there, he was the head coach of their girls soccer team over in Weehawken. Now he made the move to Bergen County, and he is the head coach of Fort Lee for the first time this year. And the Bridgemen trying to break a 5-year streak of no playoff wins. They've gone to the playoffs now 3 straight years, have not won a playoff game in that time. Good chance for Hills here. Shot and a goal early. And the lights flash. We'll try and check who it was. Looked to me like it could have been Kate Glass, but we shall see. It's a 1-0 Hills lead. Early in this one, only about 3 minutes have been played. So if that is Glass, it's her first goal of the season, at least recorded. Comes in with just 1 assist. A very influential player, one that Hills will miss this season. Another good chance here. That's Glass again, able to make her way through, take some contact. Glass with another good chance. She'll go outside. Crossing it in, Kelly McQuillan, and nobody able to get there. Player to watch for Fort Lee, 14 goals and 10 assists on her senior season, Angelina Villate. Part of a 7 senior class, which also includes the Fort Lee goalkeeper Misaki Kasahara, averaging 10.7 saves over 13 games. 10.7 saves per game, I should say. Sarah Agranov had it for a second. That was Velade in the middle. Now DeReese gets her feet on it for the first time today. Paxanopolis trying to go back, and it's taken away by Fort Lee. This Hills team has had to deal with some roster turnover, some in-season transfers moving out. So we have another good shot here for McQuillan, the freshman 1 goal already on her season. Tried for her second assist there on the pass to Paxanopolis. Fort Lee dealt with it well. Up comes Caitlin Whitlinger. And this one cleared all the way back. DeReese sprinting. Nearly taken away, but a great defensive play from Ava DeReese to clear that one out and maintain the Hills lead, but Fort Lee is pressing. Looking for their 6th win on the season and a good run into states. Of course, they're the 16 seed, as we mentioned, in North 1 Group 3. So if they are able to pull a monumental upset against Randolph, they'll still be on the road in the sectional quarters. If they win, they'll be at either Dover or Northern Highlands. Can Hills get after this one? Just barely no. Good play from Kasahara to make the save. It's a 22-player roster for Fort Lee, 7 of which are seniors. Biggest class is the class of 28, the sophomores, with 9. The juniors and freshmen a bit lower in terms of numbers, but good to see many sophomores on the roster, and that'll be offside. Could have been a good chance for Paxanopolis, but just a little too eager. Thank you for joining us. Hills actually 1-4 in their last 5, coming in on a 4-game losing streak. Have not won since the round of 16 in the Invitational County Tournament when they upset Demorest, a 1-0 win, a very scrappy win that certainly helped them get into the state tournament and seed just a little better than they would have been without that win. But 2 losses in the league to end their league season and finish that out at a 2-7-1 record. Lost to Mawa and Westwood, both on the road. A 2-1 loss and a 2-0 loss there. Also lost the last time we saw them against DePaul Catholic. Very rough matchup there. Part of a crossover game in the Big North Conference. That was a 5-0 loss. And 5-1 in the Bergen Invitational quarterfinals down in Hasbrook Heights. So coming in off some tough losses, hoping to end the regular season with some momentum and parry that into states. We have played just about 7 minutes. Kate Glass gave us our only goal so far about 3 minutes in, and we thank you for joining us here. They played last year, Hills and Fort Lee. It was right around this time, and Hills won 6-0. In fact, Fort Lee has never beaten Pascack Hills in this sport. And in the female variety, the last 3 results have all been crushing. The last 4 have all been shutouts. 2018, a 1-0 Hills win. 2019, 8-0. 2021 was a 6-0 Hills win, and so was the matchup in late October of 2024. Our coverage of Hills Fall Sports will be solely volleyball as things stand right now. We'll have the opening state tournament game coming up right after this, essentially, at 7 o'clock. That's set to go. We'll try our best to get down there. May have to go just a little fast down the hill and get inside with time to spare. Then, if Hills Volleyball is able to win, will be at their sectional quarterfinal game, second round game. That'll be home as well, as Hills is the 3 seed today. They're taking on 14th seeded Kinnelon. And then they'll have to go on the road if the bracket is chalk. That'll be the sectional semifinals. I believe they'll be at Glen Rock if it's the 2 versus 3 matchup there. And the 1 seed in North 1 Group 1 for girls volleyball this year, the Westwood Cardinals, a team which Hills beat in straight sets in a major upset last week. Ball is still alive. Good play from Hills, but let's see if they can get a shot off. Still with them, they will not. And this is going to be a goal kick for Fort Lee. Playing in a tough American division of the Big North Conference, Dumont, the champion there, with a 6-2 record. Dwight Morrow, 5-3. They are second. Fort Lee with a 4-4 record in league play. That was good enough for the 3rd position, right in the middle of the table. And Ridgefield Park and Cliffside Park rounding out that southern Bergen County, kind of southeastern Bergen County division there with some very big schools. Dumont, I believe, the smallest there, maybe Dwight Morrow as well, because Fort Lee, Ridgefield Park, and Cliffside Park are all Group 3s and 4s. So a school with very big divisions. Only 3 of those teams making the state tournament. Dumont, a 14 seed, Dwight Morrow, a 15 seed, and Fort Lee, a 16 seed. So all low down in the state tournament rankings there. Fort Lee has played a couple of tough teams this season. Their last 5 includes games against playoff teams Cedar Grove and Paramus. Bad news is they lost both of those games by mercy rule margin, 7-1 to Cedar Grove a couple Tuesdays ago, and 6-0 to Paramus last Tuesday, the 28th. Good chance. Coming over is McQuillan. Shot is wide. That'll be one she'll want to get back. Unfortunate. Goal kick for Fort Lee. Fort Lee tried to get us back underway. Hills will get this one back after the turnover. Whitlinger, as she always does, will throw this one in. Good throw. That looked like it could have been a handball. No call. Charlie Reisman at midfield. Reisman trying to make her way down. Goes out wide to Benisato, works its way back in, and we've got a whistle and a free kick for Fort Lee. Asia Crandall, one of the seniors, got it back to Whitlinger. Upwards to McQuillan, good freshman there. Hills trying to maintain the same form even without the skills of Addie Zoli. Amazing freshman for Hills. She's out so far. Good luck for the Broncos there as they almost get the takeaway. Fort Lee gets it right back. Hills handling it well, still dangerous, and now they get the clearance. 2 good chances for Fort Lee so far to try and even up in this one. Whitlinger, nice ball. Who's going to get there? Long shot. Oh, great save from Kasahara. Still playable, loose. And now they will say a corner kick, it looks like. Interesting calls there. And let's see who takes this corner. Looks like Rocco, the senior, comes over. Here comes the corner kick to make it 2-0 if it works out, all the way behind everybody. But still dangerous if Hills can get it back. They do. Benisato trying to play it in. Now it ends up with a attacking Bronco. Back out wide to Rocco and then cleared back to Reisman. Second to last line of defense with Reese back at the midfield line. It goes out and a Fort Lee throw-in is the call. DeReese makes her way down. She'll play that one out of bounds. Whitlinger trying to defend. She'll take it out of the danger zone and all the way to midfield. DeReese trying to get under it. Sends it right back to Fort Lee. Good tackle. And now Whitlinger's got it. Kasahara with it, the Fort Lee goalie. Good chance for the Bridgemen to try and tie it up here. DeReese, only defender, does her job well. This may be a corner. That one ricocheted off DeReese and out of bounds. Cross, shot, save, still dangerous, and in. We are tied. Back underway now as Paxanopolis works it back. Reisman trying to work it up, pass easily intercepted. Rocco gets to it, and there goes McQuillan, the freshman. McQuillan from out wide, great save from Kasahara. This is Rocco trying to send it in, and another save for Kasahara. Well over that 140 mark on her year in 13 recorded games. Fort Lee trying to take a 2-0 lead here, 2-1, excuse me. Good defensive play from Hills to work it back. And out right by that Orange Hills bench. Here comes the Fort Lee throw. Paxanopolis sprinting. She is not going to get there in time. It's cleared back towards the middle third. Up comes Crandall. Now pass inside. Good save from Kasahara. And DeReese just watches that one as it goes out. Here comes a throw-in. Fort Lee throw now could be dangerous. And they'll get another. Harsh contact. Whitlinger, DeReese, Out wide to Whitlinger again. Fort Lee tried to get it back. They will get a throw. Nearly in the box, now cleared back up. Here's Rocco trying to sprint. And that goes out. It'll stay with Hills. Whitlinger comes down to take it. Gets it out quickly. That's McQuillan out wide near the corner. Needs to pass. And it's intercepted by Fort Lee. Whitlinger sends it right back in. Handling it, Benisotto. Long shot. Blocked. Still a chance. Still a chance. Great save from Kasahara. 20 minutes have been played. 20 minutes remain in the first half. A 1-1 score here. Both teams have been evenly matched up. Who will have the fortitude to stay in for all 80 minutes today? Trying to sprint after it just a little late. And Fort Lee with the takeaway. Vellotti. Coast to coast, shot and a save there for Regan Hickey, a freshman keeper for Hills, averaging 8.6 saves per game over 14. It's Rocco sending it up. And out of bounds again, so here comes a Benisotto throw for Hills, trying to work it on the far side from us. And this one worked backwards to about midfield and out. A Fort Lee throw-in coming. Bridgmen are in white with, I believe, black numbers. Hills is in there either dark gray or black with the orange accents. It's a short throw to get us started once again. 18 minutes remain in this first half. Again, coming up right after this first round game of the North 1 Group 1 volleyball tournament as number 3 Pascack Hills takes on 14th seeded Kinnelon. We'll have live coverage for you of that match, supposed to start at 7 o'clock tonight. It's going to be a fast turnover. Fort Lee trying to take their first lead of this game. And they still have it, trying to make it dangerous. Going out wide, that one getting past everybody. Rocco chasing after it, but it'll go out of bounds and be ruled a Hills throw-in. Broncos trying to take back a lead they held for a good portion of the early part of this game. Here comes McQuillan trying to stay with it. She does, needs to pass. And it is taken away again. Ricochets out, and it looks like the officials rule a corner. Corner kick for Pascack Hills. Let's see if they can make something of this one. Last one went a little too far. Let's see Rocco on her second attempt of the night to try and take a lead. Far again. High again. No real shots. Still dangerous, however. And still dangerous. Interesting play there to keep it away from the goalkeeper. That one is right near the corner flag. It looks like this will be ruled a throw, and it will go to Fort Lee. Jumping up, Whitlinger trying to keep it going. Whitlinger readies for a long shot, and that'll be easily saved by Kasahara. Coming down to 15 minutes remaining in this first half. Whitlinger again, worked it down, McQuillan. And now Rocco playing more back today. He's going to take it to midfield and work it out wide to Reisman. Reisman trying to get it down, but it skips past everyone. Paxanopoulos sprinting. Did she keep it in? No. Goal kick for Fort Lee. We're not seeded, the Bridgemen, in any of the county tournaments, neither the Big Show or the Invitational. Hills, meanwhile, made their way to the Bergen Invitational quarterfinals, where they got smacked by Hasbrook Heights 5-1. Now a chance to take the lead here again. Nice moves, but no shot again. And almost taken away. Whitlinger does take it away. Contact there. Fort Lee regains possession, trying to keep it here. They do so after a loose ball. Whitlinger will take that one away. He's got Rocco out wide with her, tried to work it there. Bounced off a Fort Lee defender. Long shot from Kira Hickey, older sister of Regan the goalie, and saved by Kasahara. Been working very hard tonight, the senior goalkeeper for Fort Lee. Under 15 minutes to go in this first half. Hard to believe looking at the sky. It's not even 5 o'clock, but it is. When it was sunny, it was a nice day here. Not too cold. Pass there. No shot just yet. Let's see if they can get one out. McQuillan tried the header. Still a loose ball. Kasahara makes a save as the officials come in and rule it's Fort Lee ball anyway. I'm not sure, maybe there was some contact with a Hills player and the goalkeeper. Doesn't look like anything too harsh, but it does give enough to have the officials intervene and secure possession for Fort Lee. Another ricochet there as Glass maintains possession, works it back to her senior teammate Ava DeReese, out wide with Reisman. There's Crandall. Good to see her out there. She's been dealing with injuries all season, but has played through many of them. Benesato tried to work it down. Another ricochet and another throw-in coming up. This one goes to Hills after the substitution. We've got 12 minutes to go in this first half. 1-1 scoreline between Fort Lee and Pascack Hills, our last soccer broadcast of this season, as the boys finished out their season Saturday against Fort Lee, and the girls finishing out their regular season today. Again, they'll have their first round state game on Wednesday. They're taking on number 3 Cresskill. If they're able to upset the third-ranked Cougars, then they'll be either at number 6 Kinnelon or number 11 Emerson Borough, if Emerson pulls the upset on the Colts. And speaking of Kinnelon, Hills girls volleyball begins their playoff season today as they take on those 14th ranked Kinnelon Colts in the North 1 Group 1 first round. That'll get started at 7 o'clock, and we'll, of course, have live coverage. Good chance to take the lead, and it is. The wait over. Hills back out front, 2-1. Substitutions made for Fort Lee as we get back underway. Exciting first half here, coming down to the final 10 minutes of the first 40-minute period. A 2-1 Pascack Hills lead against Fort Lee. Ava DeReese with the takeaway back there, and Benesato gets it as well. Long ball. If Hills can get to it, they've got a good chance, but out comes Kasahara. Players from both sides go down, and Kasahara has another save tonight. That's Benesato outside, a junior, part of a quite large junior class, 7 of them on this Hills roster. Cross and another nice save from Kasahara. A 4-girl senior class for this soccer program, but next year's the big one, 7 juniors coming out. Fort Lee at midfield, taking it through Villate. DeReese makes the defensive play, but it's a dangerous Fort Lee throw-in. 9 minutes remaining in this first half. That is out of bounds. Hills throw. Here's DeReese. And the long ball. Who's going to get to it? Looks like Fort Lee. Hills with good defense to win the throw-in. And we've got whistles abound as subs come in. Harsh contact there. It looked like a Hills player got tackled. But that's the other type of football, so a free kick coming here. Now move it back. Drain some clock as well. 7 minutes remain in this first half. A good ball, but a good save from Kasahara. Fort Lee trying to mount an attack to tie things back up. 2-1 game. Out of bounds. And we'll see a Fort Lee throw. And that one goes out. So a Hills throw comes up. Whitlinger taking it. Hickey works its way back to Hadley Pinkwater. And Pinkwater goes down. We play on. Whitlinger there. It's Rocco. Good moves from Amelie Rocco. She'll tried to get it over to Hickey. And there's the save for Regan Hickey of Pascack Hills. Just 5.5 minutes to go here. That goes out. Whitlinger now. There goes Glass trying for number 2. Hickey, excuse me, and just missed it. Tough miss. There's been 2 of those today, both for Hills, and both were just so close. Here comes a goal kick. Rocco turning around, keeps it inbounds. Try to keep it going. Down goes Rocco and a Fort Lee defender as the Bridgemen take it back. This will be Hickey's ball. Under 5 to go in our first of 2 halves. Whitlinger outside. Got it to Rocco. And here goes Hickey. Hickey, good move. Using her track speed, trying to work it out wide for Paxanopoulos. Paxanopoulos just over. 4 minutes to go. And Velade makes a nice move there. Long ball down. Fort Lee will end up with it. Under 3.5 minutes left until halftime. Hills with a takeaway. Out of bounds, though, and a Fort Lee throw coming. So our last outdoor game of the fall season here at Hills. Football team wrapped up their season with a crushing win against Fairlawn last Wednesday in a consolation. We finished up the boys' home season and the girls' soccer home season ending now. The next time we'll see this field and this booth will be in May for Lex season. Girls and boys lacrosse. Crandall trying to go through everyone. Gets held up. That comes Rocco. It goes out wide. That's Hickey, and now Pinkwater makes her way after it. Low cross. Blocked away by Fort Lee. 2 minutes to go. Still a chance. A long shot and wide of the net. So a Bridgeman goal kick. That a little too far. .130 to go in the first half. And a Fort Lee goal kick coming up. That one just on the edge of the box. It's an empty net. And we'll see what happens here. If Hills can get a corner, I think they rolled a goal kick, actually, for Fort Lee. What's going on? No, it will be a corner, and perhaps the last significant action of this first half. Hills looks to take a 2-goal lead heading into the break. 30 seconds to get it off. Got to be quick. 25 now. Here comes. High one to the back of the box. Header and in. No real attempt by Fort Lee to try and stop it as the Broncos take a 3-1 lead. .19 seconds left in this first half. Fort Lee, maybe one last gasp in this final 10. Glass comes up and says no to that. And in the final 5 seconds, it looks like Just Hills will dribble it out. 3-1 lead at the break for the Broncos against Fort Lee. We'll see you in 10 minutes. We are back. Second half beginning, a 3-1 Hills lead with 40 minutes still to play. Matt Merlino, thank you for joining us. Final soccer game of the season for us as Fort Lee takes on Pascack Hills on the Broncos senior night. Early throw-in goes the way of Hills. They look to hang on to a 2-goal lead here for their 12th straight win against Fort Lee. They played 11 times in this sport since 2010. All 11 have gone Hills' way. Fort Lee, before this matchup, where they scored earlier, had not had a goal against Hills since 2017. That was also a 3-1 Hills win. And a good chance here, but it looks like this will be ruled offside. Midfield still in transition. Looks like Hills has it. Paxtonopoulos tried to work it up. That gave it back to Fort Lee. Bridgman downfield, and this one will be saved by Regan Hickey. And there is Hickey's Fort Lee counterpart, Misaki Kasahara. Got a lot of work in the first half. Contact there. Here comes Hills to make it 4. Saved. Oh, nearly out of her hands, but Kasahara gets it back just in time. Here's Angelina Villati, scoring leader in all categories, goals, assists, and points for Fort Lee. Hills with the clearance. Reisman trying to get after it downfield. That's McQuillan, the freshman. On the far side, still dangerous, and now cleared up. Contact there, and it looks like a handball, so a free kick for Hills. Some more contact. Benisato sends it to the other end of the box. They'll need one more pass or some movement. Cross inside. Shot saved by Kasahara. Oh, another offside call on that through ball. 2 which have not gone the way of Hills. Again, coming up after this, first round volleyball state tournament coverage in North 1 Group 1. 3rd seeded Pascack Hills, 14th seeded Kinnelon. Tune in for that. We'll be live, of course, here on PH Athletics. Hills with a good chance to take away here, and that one is moved out of bounds. Reisman downfield. It's Paxanopoulos to Crandall. Crandall trying to send it through. Now Vellotti trying to keep it there. DeReese ricocheted. Hills has it. McQuillan out wide by the Hills bench and out of bounds. That one goes out again near midfield. And Caitlin Whitlinger with a potentially dangerous throw-in right here. She'll get the cross, but that one goes out. So now a goal kick. Goal kick for Fort Lee. Coming in 5 and 10. Hills 4, 10 and 1. Out of bounds again. Another throw coming. And here's a throw on the opposite side for Fort Lee, close to us. Down goes Crandall. It'll be a Hills free kick from a dangerous position now. Nearly blocked. Eventually is. Fort Lee trying to counterattack. Nobody gets there. And that's Peyton Benisato. Tried to work it down to Paxanopoulos, too far. Goal kick for Fort Lee. Sent back by Reisman. And that one will just be cleared out of bounds. Fort Lee defense has done a great job as of late. First 10 minutes of the second half. Now the offense trying to press. Vellotti. One-on-one with the keeper. Saved by Hickey. Still dangerous. Now the defense gets back. Whitlinger played it off of the Fort Lee attacker. They're going to rule a goal kick, I believe. Yes. Midfield and pass blocked and intercepted. Crandall trying to get there. Here's Rocco at midfield. Rocco, nice through ball. Onside, got there. Wide open net and a Hills goal. Four 1. Back underway as Fort Lee tries to get some pressure on, down by 3 goals now to Pascack Hills, who, if they hang on, will move to 5-10-1 on their season. Tie came against Riverdale in a league game. Every team in the Patriot Division of the Big North Conference, which Hills is a part of, made their state playoffs. Ramsey is the 1 seed in North 1 Group 2. They'll be home against Demorest to start, as Hills has another good chance here. That cross skims over the net. Westwood is the 5 seed in North 1 Group 2. They'll be home against Woodridge. Mawa, 3rd place in the division, is the 6 in that bracket. And they'll be home against number 11 High Point. Indian Hills in North 1 Group 1 with Hills. They're the 7 seed, so they're home against North Warren. Hills, as we have mentioned, is the 14 in North 1 Group 1. And we'll finish out by mentioning that Riverdale, who finished last place in the league standings, is the 15 seed in North 1 Group 2. They're home against Pascack Valley, or at Pascack Valley, excuse me. It is a Hills corner. To try and make it 5 shot in. 5-1. Good chance, but a great clearance from Fort Lee. It's across too far. Pink water at midfield. Tried to send it over. Velade takes it away. Hill's got it back, though. That's Hickey. Now Pink water again trying to send it downfield. And that'll be just a bit too far. Subs come on. And we get set for this Fort Lee goal kick. It is Fort Lee with it at midfield. Pinkwater and such try to get it back. Contact there sends Glass to the ground. She's okay. Crandall far side. Coming up at 7, girls volleyball against Kinnelon, round 1 of the North 1 Group 1 state tournament. We hope you join us with that going at 7 o'clock, only about an hour and 20 minutes from now. Corner for the Broncos. They've been successful on multiple so far. Header, still dangerous. Can they get a good shot in that mosh pit? And Fort Lee is going to end up with it. Still dangerous. Down goes one gal, and an interesting decision there ends up with a goal kick for Fort Lee. That's out of bounds. It'll be last touch by Fort Lee, and Reisman is hurt a little, so we will get a stoppage. back underway. Reisman was able to make her way to the sideline, and so we get back going. Can they get a shot? Just barely, and well defended. Hello? Had a little issue with our mic there. It's going to end up, it looks like, as a free kick, pretty much a goal kick. Hills gets it back. Just about 20 minutes to go here. Fort Lee with it again. Short punt ends up with Hills. Hickey coming in. McQuillan trying to get across. Oh, good one. Crandall just couldn't parry it into a shot. Gets it back, turns, shoots, and scores. Good play from Asia Crandall to recover. It is 6-1. And as things stand, one more goal will send us home a bit early. Now that I said that, it won't happen. And no offense to the folks down on the field, I kind of need it to happen. We got a tight turnaround of volleyball at 7. Pinkwater sends it up. That's Pinkwater now from Whitlinger. And there is McQuillan. Charlotte Madger in, tried to send it down, ricocheted nearly to Crandall. That's to Reese, trying to make it back. And out of bounds. See what they rule. Looks like a Fort Lee throw. That goes out. Who to touch? Hill's goal kick. That goes out. Here comes a throw. Pass down, taken back and cleared out to midfield. Fort Lee trying to turn it around. Angelina Velade down to Ellis Marcus. And a good chance for the Bridgman, shot wide, however. Goal kick coming up. Goal kick for Hills. Crandall tried to come over and get it. Skips its way past midfield. And still going. Hills has it. Rocco. Goal here for the Broncos would end it. and just taken away by Fort Lee. See, they may rule a free kick. Nope, a throw. And this one cleared all the way down towards Hickey. Sent out wide. There's Glass. Turning around, McQuillan. Tried to make her way downfield. It got taken away. Out, though, so a Hills throw coming up. Ooh, contact there. It'll win Fort Lee a free kick. $16 to go. Hickey will just pick that one up. It's Kira Hickey on the outside. Pinkwater trying to get after it. Here's a chance. Chance to end it. Contact there at the edge of the box. Let's see if there's a whistle. Looks like none. Punt to Glass. Coming back, Rocco. She gets the takeaway. Velotti trying to, and DeReese comes back and clears it out of bounds. Great defensive play from Eva DeReese. Turning around, Velotti trying to send it over. Rocco with a good play to block it and take it away. And with just under 15 minutes to go, here's a chance. Amelie Rocco with a good move. Rocco downfield. A goal would win it. Nice move to break it. Good defense from Fort Lee. Still dangerous. Rocco shot. Score! What a way to end it. 7-1 the final. With 14 minutes unplayed. How about that? We wish the girls luck on Wednesday as they take on Cresskill. Thanks for joining us on PH Athletics. Stay tuned because at 7 o'clock we've got the first round of the volleyball state tournament as the girls take on 14th seeded Kinnelon. That's next on PH Athletics. For now, this is Matt Merlino. So long from Hills. Thank you for watching this presentation of PH Athletics. For more information, go to hills.pascack.org/athletics.